What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video that we're going to check out together is titled Cooper's Monster. All right, this is by Grave Lake Media, and it's a short horror slash comedy film. And I like to read the description before I watch the film here, just to kind of get an idea what it's about. And it reads something like this. After learning that her son may have inherited the ability to bring his toys to life, a mother must deal with the monster her 1-year-old has created. Wow, a 1-year-old? Oh my goodness, this is like Toy Story. You know, just the monsters are evil now. It's like a horror version of Toy Story. It's what I'm imagining here. Very interesting. So, originally, or I always leave the original link down below if you guys want to check that out on your own time. Otherwise, you can stick around and watch me react to this, which is more preferable. So let's go ahead and check this out. But before I do, go ahead and subscribe down below, you guys, if you haven't done so. If you are enjoying the videos, it really helps out the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. Also, share the videos and comment down below. It always helps the channel out to do that. And also, I really appreciate it when you guys do that. So thank you so much for those who have subscribed. Thank you so much for those who are commenting. And, I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. So let's go ahead and jump into this here, and we're going to see what it's about. I get so nervous when I just look at like deep water.
When I discovered that my son had a supernatural ability, I tried to research it online. The same term kept coming up: pathetic fallacy. That's when writers...
The attribution of human feelings and responses to inanimate things or animals, especially in art and literature. Pathetic fallacy. I never heard of that term before.
And human-like qualities to objects in nature. Take this scene, for instance. The grass lay defeated, beaten down by relentless lake winds. The clouds hugged the sun, determined to squeeze out the last light of day. Writing life into inanimate objects is cute, but breathing life into them is nothing short of terrifying.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready to go?
Oh. Package. Look at the doggos. Oh. She's so happy.
Let's get you out of this. Huh? Yeah.
Gotta feed everybody. That from Amazon?
Cooper, it's for you. Hey there, birthday cutie. Hope your big day has you smiling from ear to ear. Love, Aunt Corey and Uncle Jeff. Let's see what they got you. Cookie Monster. Look, it's Cookie.
My youngest of my 3 sisters, she had a birthday party for her, now 2-year-old. When he turned 1 a year ago or so, it was all Cookie Monster themed. It was just, it was so cute. My goodness. He was all like dressed in blue, and he had like the cake was the Cookie Monster themed cake. Just everything, balloons. It was crazy. Just reminded me of that.
Look, Cooper, it's Cookie.
Cookies are a sometime food, remember? Sometime, all the time. What the difference? Big difference, big
boys are just superheroes in disguise.
Buddy. You want to wear your cookies and milk to bed? Huh? Cookie would like that.
Oh.
Yeah? Okay.
Screening yours LCDs, Tony.
What are you doing up,
She's
stinker
pregnant
butt?
too.
Cooper, what the heck? What happened? Huh? Are you okay? What the? Well, let's get you changed.
Just looking at him going to bed just got me kind of tired. It's late here. It's like 7 right now. So like sort of around there. Another
I didn't order
package.
anything. Did you, Cooper? Next day air. It must be important. Cowabunga. Doesn't make any sense.
It's really weird. Well, it's nighttime now.
I ordered this at 3 a.m. There's no way.
Excuse me, guys. Starting to get tired here. But I'm into this. It's just late. You put it into the toy box. Just like Toy Story too, they come out of the toy box. I think she's got the dog there. The dog's distracted now by the crumbs. Oh, we ate the cake!
World. Cece, did you do this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's gonna blame it on the dogs.
Come on, outside.
Oh, poor Cece. I want to get one of those vacuum cleaners, but they're so expensive. Yeah, she's like, didn't I put you in the box? What you doing out here? Mom's cell phone. Mom's cell phone.
Hi there.
Hi, Mom.
How's the baby?
He's good. He's still sleeping.
That's good. And how have you been feeling?
I'm fine. I just feel like I'm losing my mind lately.
What happened?
It's just that toy that Corey and Jeff sent. Cookie Monster. Cooper really loves it, but strange things have been happening ever since it came. The other night, the cookies were torn off of his pajamas. This morning when I got up, he wasn't in the toy box where I put him.
Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Take me off.
Why?
Just do it.
Oh, the mom knows.
What's going on?
Where's that toy now?
Right here in the living room.
Go somewhere where it can't hear you.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What's this about?
I should have had this conversation with you before Cooper was
You got a
born.
really dark vein going on right
I
here.
want you to listen carefully. Oh God, you're gonna think I'm crazy. One of our ancestors, somewhere way down the line, was a puppeteer. A poor one at that. During a famine, he made a kind gesture to some strangers, a woman and her child. He gave them his last loaf of bread. She thanked him and told him that because of his kindness, he would become the greatest puppeteer ever. From that day forward, he never had to use his marionette strings. He could just bring his puppets to life with his mind.
You're right, you're crazy.
Jen, you have to take me seriously. This can get out of hand very quickly. That gift has been passed down through our bloodline. It sometimes passes several generations, but it always comes back. Your grandfather
Oh,
used to
snap.
make my dolls come to life when I was a child. He would make them dance around whenever I was sick or sad. Oh, I remember it clearly.
So you think Cooper brought this thing to life?
Yes, but he doesn't know how to turn it off yet. You need to get anything that resembles a living creature out of that house.
Mom, why did you say it could hear me?
Because it can, and it has a very strong self-preservation instinct.
What are you telling me to do?
Burn it. But be prepared. It's
Like
going
Chucky
to
when
put
she
up a
threw it in
fight.
the
He's up. He's up.
chimney
I have to go. I'll call you back.
in the first movie. So you're gonna do it like the Chucky. Oh!
That's it. You're done.
Not in the dumpster. Not in the.
Cookie! 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 Cookie!
Oh, she gonna lock him in there?
Cookie!
That's a good idea. mean, it's not like he was opening the lid anyway, but just in case. That's smart thinking right there. Well, why didn't she just throw it in the fire or
Sorry,
something? Well, she
baby.
probably
It's
doesn't
all
have
gotta
a
go.
chimney or anything like that near her, so. She didn't burn it. Oh.
We're gonna have to come up with some kind of a plan, buddy.
That's crazy, man. You have kids, it's like all of that time is dedicated to them now. I thought it was an ad. At least most of the time is now. Priorities are on them.
I'll be right back, baby.
Oh God, don't leave him alone. Ships ahoy!
Bucket, 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 bucket. Cookie! Nom, 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 nom.
He's just eating the cookies in there.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, I was like, he's gonna get out while she's not watching. Nice. That's crazy how it throws it on the front. Should have checked. She didn't check if it got dumped out.
What do you got, buddy?
Oh my God. She gonna throw away his toys?
Obviously, I didn't burn that doll. I couldn't. To me, it was like murdering a furry little living creature. My mom said it was a terrible mistake because somewhere out there, there's something living that shouldn't be. And it will walk this earth for eternity in search of one thing.
Cookies. Just kidding. Yeah. All right, everybody, there you have it. That was Cooper's Monster. So I really enjoyed myself watching this one. I think this one was inspired by the Chucky films. You know, we've seen lots of films with like toys that were alive. They became evil and they started attacking the family. We've seen films that were more made towards children with toys that were alive, like Toy Story. Okay, that's like the #1 movie that comes to mind. They come alive, but they're good guys, you know, and Small Soldiers, that's another one that comes to mind. So all these like 90s movies, and of course, you know, like more current films that we've seen with toys that come alive. So yeah, I mean, oh, Indian in a Cupboard as well. That's another one, right? If you guys haven't seen that one, that's a good one. But we're talking about evil toys, right? So this is more like a Chucky film that I can think about. And yeah, this one was more lighthearted. This one just felt more, I mean, it was obviously more comedic. It had like adorable scenes in there, you know, with the little child. The interaction between the mother and the child was so beautiful. I like to see the way that she takes care of the child, she takes care of the dogs, and how she talks so gentle with the child. I loved just listening to this character, like the mother. So I believe the child's name is Cooper, if I, just judging by the title. I didn't really catch the name in the film, but I think that, all of this was just being filmed without, telling the other people, like the child, obviously, and the dogs, you can't, telling them like, hey, this is your scene, you're going to do this. They were just filming just like that, just based off of the mood of the child. And that's really hard. I can imagine that. I can't imagine trying to film, like younger people and dogs, like people you can't really communicate, like the scenes to. You just have to film them while they're there. But now I know that the woman that was, pretty much our main character here, she was saying all the dialogue and she was doing all the scenes. And I think her acting was pretty good. I think she did great. Her reactions to the doll or to the Cookie Monster were very subtle, but they were still good. In real life, you wouldn't be super terrified. You would just be kind of like, what is going on? You would have just a face of concern. So I really think she did a good job with that, by making it subtle, but not too, where it seemed just like flat, I think it was just well done. It was good. She was pretty neutral too, also in personality. She seemed very sweet, but very neutral throughout the film. So, basically the whole film takes place in this house, and the environment is pretty, pretty like normally lit. I think they're just using regular, what is it called? Like natural light outside coming from the windows. Not really studio lighting. At least I don't think, it looked like they were just using natural light. Maybe during the nighttime scenes, they had to use some light, of course, to get some lighting into the kitchen and all that. But it's the same concept as the Chucky movie. The child gets a toy for his birthday, and instead of Chucky, of course, it's a Cookie Monster, which is a really cute character, in the Sesame Street franchise and all that. So like I said, during the film, my youngest sister of the three, she has her 2-year-old child now, and for his 1-year birthday, she had like a whole Cookie Monster themed. It was just so cute. But I wish I could share some photos, but it's not my kid, so I can't really do much there. But if it was my child, I'd be like, I'm going to share some photos with you guys, just to respect their privacy. But it was just so cute, you guys. I had such a great time. And when I was watching this, I just remembered, so I had to say that to you guys. So, they get the little monster, and it turns out that this little boy has superpowers, I guess, the ability to make the toys come alive, talk to them. And it says this in the description, right? So I expected that already. And, this is when it begins, like when they're sleeping during the night. You can hear them in like the baby cam laughing and talking to the monster. You can hear the monster. And this is where, like, little by little, the mom starts to notice these strange things happening in the house. First thing she does is takes the monster, puts him in the toy box. Next thing you know, the monster's gone. And so this is when it gets really, it gets a little bit more extreme, because now the Cookie Monster becomes alive during the night, and he goes towards the cake now and eats this cake. So which eventually later on was delivered as well. So it was another package. And then the little Cookie Monster goes and eats it at night. And of course, the mom, next morning, she sees all that mess in the kitchen and blames it on the dog, right? And even the dog noticed and, heard the Cookie Monster and went over there where it was eating. But the dog didn't seem, to really care very much. As those crumbs were just falling onto the ground, so the dog was just distracted by those. And so, of course, the mom blames the dog and just sends him outside and starts cleaning up the mess. And so this is when she starts to talk to the mom on the phone, and she starts telling her about the situation with the monster, all of these things. And so the mom explains to her about the history of this Cookie Monster, this thing that runs in their family, I guess, where it comes from a puppeteer, where this person was told that they were going to be the best puppeteer in the world. And so instead of just moving a puppets with strings, he then later was able to control these puppets without strings, to basically where he just made them come to life. And now this talent, I guess, if you want to call it, or curse, I don't know, whatever you see it as, this curse or talent, it runs in the family, and now it's clinged on to the child, or it's in the child now. So he has this ability to do so. Kind of going back to the part where the mom is talking to her mom, right? In the phone, she basically tells her to find like a a private area because the monster is listening to her, and she starts to think it's like funny and ridiculous, like anybody would. And so, she still proceeds to follow the mom's instructions, and she goes into the bathroom. And so there, as she's conversating, you can see the Cookie Monster come to life on the couch where it's sitting, and then approach the room where the mom is on the phone. Like it looks like a bathroom or something like that. And so eventually the mom's done with the conversation. She gets off the phone, and when she opens the bathroom door, the monster is right there on the ground, and it scares her a bit there. So she grabs him and she says, "You're done." She doesn't do what the mom told her to do, which was, she requested that she burn the toy, but instead she just goes outside and throws it in the trash can. And so you can see that the Cookie Monster is still alive in there, trying to just get cookies. I mean, one thing that made this film, lighthearted in a way, was that it wasn't attacking the family. It wasn't trying to kill anybody. It was just trying to eat cookies. And then the package that was ordered from the cookie cake was ordered from the monster at 3 a.m. and the mom thought it was her. So, it just wanted to eat cookies. And so later on, I felt like the mom was starting to become attached to this little monster, because you can see that, as the weather changes, we can get this like shot where the day goes from like day to night, like like a time lapse, of the time change. And so eventually the weather gets like, it gets stormy, it's raining outside, and you can see that the mom is going to head outside to the trash can where she locked the Cookie Monster in, and she takes him a pack of cookies, and just throws it in there for him to eat. And so this is when it comes to that attachment, that I was referring to with the mom and the Cookie Monster. So not only is she like, and plus, she's pregnant as well. So like she has this affection even towards the little monster, almost seeing him as like a third son or something, or a third baby. And right after she takes the trash can out to the road, and so she waits for the trash truck to pick it up and, dump the garbage in there. I honestly thought the little monster was still going to be in the trash can even after it got dumped, because maybe he's hanging on to something in there. Because the mom didn't even check. She just closes it and takes it back in. So I thought it was still going to be in there, but it turns out it did get dumped in the trash truck, and got taken to the dump somewhere else. So the mom right here at the end, gets back into the house, and she sees that the little boy has a shark, which he, took out from his toy box earlier. He has this little shark with him, this shark toy. And on TV, they show a scene of a shark eating a guy. It looks like it's from the Jaws movies. And, she sees that happening on TV, and she just tells the child to, quiet. She does the, gesture. And I think in a way she's telling them there, like, I guess, like, don't talk to the toy, or we're going to keep this a secret. I'm not sure what happened there, but I thought that was pretty cool. How she, in a way just accepts the child's ability to talk to toys, because now she knows, based off what her mom told her. So I thought that was pretty good. And then, finally we get this narration at the end, which I thought was like, it was like very serious, the tone of the narration. And it just threw me off, because the film was not so serious. It felt very, very jokey here and there. It was like clumsy. The sound effects of the monster were just funny. They weren't really scary, So, I mean, I think the narration was just super serious, and it was just like different from the film's tone. But I still enjoyed the narration. I'm not saying anything wrong about it. I just think that it was very different from the tone of the film. So the narration is like a very serious tone, and she's talking about that she couldn't throw the monster into the fire like her mom requested, and she just said, this somewhere out there it continues to live, searching for one thing only. And so, as we all guessed it was the cookies, right? So that was pretty much it. No harm done to anybody. He just wants cookies. How bad is that? You know what I mean? So that was it. That's why it wasn't super scary. But I think at the end it was just like a cute film in a way. I think like the monsters, subtle movements here and there were a little creepy, but not as bad as like, as I thought it would be. As like when I watched the Chucky movies, that was intense. Like when the mom starts to throw him into the chimney. And I by the way, I love the scene where in that film, the Chucky film, where the mom gets so frustrated and she's just looking at the doll. And then what does she say? She says something like, I can't remember the line exactly, but she says like, say something, and then she cusses at it, and then the doll just turns to her and starts cussing at her, and then she just like freaks out. That scene was crazy, So I thought something like that was going to happen here. as soon as she came out of the bathroom and she was like, "You're done," you know, I thought that thing was just gonna scream at her and all of that. But you know, I can tell this was a more low budget film. They didn't use VFX, which was great. I think that I really respect that they went all natural in this. But by moving the toy, just somebody was probably moving the little the little toy here, and the lighting was very bright. It wasn't like a really dark film, so all of that just made the tone very very mellow, very lighthearted. So but I still enjoyed myself, you guys. What did you think though? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, and also don't forget to subscribe once again to the channel. And also, you guys leave a comment of anything I might have missed or any recommendation that you may have. I would be more than happy to check it out. So that is it. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for checking this out with me, and I hope I'll see you all on the next reaction. Peace.